In Small Islands, you play as explorers from different clans traveling the vast blue expanse to discover new islands with ports, vital resources, and temples of an ancient civilization. Depending on your objectives, you will have to wait for the right moment to dock your boat, cleverly place your clan houses on the different archipelago islands, and become the greatest explorer. That is to say, the player who has won the most prestige points at the end of the game. The game is divided into several rounds, each with 3 phases: Preparation, Exploration, and Reward. Phase 1. Preparation. Draw 6 landscape tiles in the reserve stack without looking at them, and place them face down on the navigation tile to form the navigation deck. If there are not 6 landscape tiles needed, then the game ends immediately. Otherwise, each player secretly draws 2 objective cards in order to have 3 in hand. You choose one for the current round, and you put one aside for the next round. Place one of your houses on it to remember, and finally, you put the 3rd objective card face down on the reserve stack. Phase 2. Exploration. In the exploration phase, starting with the first player and continuing in clockwise direction, each player will have to perform one of 2 possible actions: explore or dock. To explore, take a landscape tile from the 3 face-up landscape tiles and add it to your hand. Then place one of your 3 landscape tiles on the archipelago. You can choose the orientation of your tile, but be careful. It must always be adjacent by the side with at least one other tile. In the same way, the landscape must correspond coherently by the sides and by the corners. An island is therefore made up of several landscape tiles adjacent to each other by the sides only. Once your landscape tile is placed, you can, if you wish, deposit one of your bonus tokens on any landscape tile already in play. This is optional. Wild cards have 2 types of faces: a resource face that can be placed over another resource or other bonus token. For example, the lotus flower token that covers an arca leaf resource, and a port face that can be placed on the edge of an island. Warning: there cannot be more than 2 ports on the same landscape tile. Important: you can only place 1 bonus card per turn. Finally, replace the landscape tile you just drew with a new tile from the navigation pile. If it is exhausted, draw a new tile from the pile. Then next player. The other possible action is the docking action. You can only realize it if the navigation pile is exhausted. To do this, take the boat tile of your color in the pile and place it according to the same rules as for landscape tiles. If you cannot place your boat tile, then you cannot do the docking action and you have to keep exploring. Placing a boat tile immediately terminates the exploration phase. Small precision. If, when it is your turn, you cannot play because there are no more landscape tiles face up and you cannot place a boat tile, then all players immediately make a final reward phase starting with you before ending the game. Phase 3. Reward. Starting with the player who has just landed his boat tile and continuing clockwise, the players each perform the reward phase once. This phase consists of placing your houses in order to earn prestige points. First, you must reveal your objective card for the current round. Your objective card consists of 2 parts: on the left the mission and on the right the reward. The mission tells you the necessary condition that an island must have to allow you to place a house. For example, here the island must have at least 1 temple and 2 flowers. The reward tells you the prestige points that you will earn for each island on which you will place a house. For example, here you will earn 1 prestige point per temple and 1 prestige point per lotus flower. So after revealing your objective card, you will have to be able to place 1 or more houses on the islands of your choice. Important: it is never mandatory to place 1 of your houses. This remains a strategic choice. To place a house, you will have to respect positioning rules. Indeed, you can place a house only on an island which respects the condition indicated by your mission. The island must have a home available and there must not be a house of the same color. The island must consist of at least 2 landscape tiles, but obviously it does not have to be complete. Small precision. It is quite possible to place a house on an island that is not near a boat. For each island on which you will place a house, take the prestige points indicated by your reward. Then take houses in the reserve stack to have a maximum of 4. Then put the objective card on top of the reserve stack. If all boat tiles have been placed, then the game ends immediately. Otherwise, shuffle all the objective cards to form a face-down deck again. The next player in turn order, after the player who has just placed a boat tile, becomes the first player for the next round. Play a new round starting with the preparation phase. End of the game and prestige points. As a reminder, the game ends after one of the following 3 situations. During the preparation phase, if there are not the 6 landscape tiles needed in the reserve stack, pick to form the navigation stack. During the exploration phase, if you cannot play, because there's no more landscape tiles face up and you cannot place a boat tile, then all players immediately make a final reward phase starting with you. At the end of the reward phase, if all boat tiles have been placed. Prestige points. Each player makes the total of his prestige points. The prestige points obtained during the game. More tokens discovered, plus 1 prestige point per port located on the 8 landscape tiles surrounding its boat tile. The player with the most prestige points wins the game. In case of a tie, the winner is the player who placed the most houses. If the tie persists, it is the player with the most ports on the 8 tiles around his boat. If the tie persists, it is the last player to have placed an exploration or boat tile. Thank you and good game.